Welcome to Hanging Out with Robert, that's me. This video contains things that I encounter throughout the day. If for some reason I complete a task and you would like to see the details, you could click on the link in the description area below. This video also contains tips and tricks that I learned throughout the years. I plan on leaving this video accessible for about 30 days. After that, you can view it through my Patreon account. Thank you very much for watching. It is still raining out here. And I still have a ghost image on my phone from yesterday. It looks like that proportional valve. Anyway, that video's long gone, but I'm gonna grab my umbrella, pop the hood, fire up Panther, see if I could figure out what's going on with this AC. Oh my gosh, looked like somebody pulled his light out, marker light out. Wonder if they did that putting tires on it. He's got new tires now, folks. Woohoo! Got the AC on low. Did not hear the compressor kick on. I'm gonna open up the hood and verify that. Hey, found a couple of sockets in there. Anyway, the compressor is not on. I'm going to unplug that high pressure switch, replace it, and try again. My bottle's deteriorating. I got a new one. I need to find it. Let me change this high pressure switch. Replace that. Still no compressor. I'm going for the relay behind the glove box next. This is how that high pressure switch looks, and that's the little O-ring that's on the line under it. Just screws in, pretty easy to replace. So I went on ahead and replaced it. Now I'm going for the relay behind the glove box. Before I mess with this relay back here, it's this blue one I'm gonna swap out. I'm going to cut this back on and cut this to defrost, because defrost will bypass this switch if this has a bad switch. So let's see what happens there. I got air blowing through. Let me switch this up to defrost. Here going up to defrost, but I don't hear no compressor kicking on. Alright, let me replace that relay back there, that blue one. It's a HOWR relay. It came out like this, but that's the numbers on it. So let me spin this thing like this, push it in there. Didn't feel like it was in there very tight, so hopefully somehow that thing wasn't loose. Weirder things have happened. So there it is. I got that relay back in place. Looks like it's seated well. Let me fire it up, see what happens. Tried to borrow the climate control unit from Queen Bee, because I know it works. However, that special trim that is installed on there, that aluminum brush, aluminum looking pewter stuff, either has shrunk or it was put in the way of the corner of the unit. Couldn't get the unit out. It was catching on the corner of that trim, and as I pushed on it, I could see it cracking that stuff, trying to break the trim. So I left it. Now I got the one out of PR. However, I don't know if the one in PR works, because there is some switch hacked in there for the blower motor. Now I know everything appears to work on this one, except the AC's not kicking on, not even in defrost. But on that one, AC didn't work, blower motor, you got to flip this switch. I don't know if it works at all. So I'm going to try it, because I can't find one in my storage, and see what happens. And if it still didn't work, I'm not sure if this unit or not, I'm going to try to service it and jump the low pressure switch. See what happens. If that didn't work, I'm gonna put direct power on that compressor again, see what happens. So let me go ahead and swap this unit out, and then try to service it, and then try to jump the compressor with direct power, see what happens. Oh, before I swap this out, I'm gonna go ahead and just check the fuses, just to double check, just to make sure. Seems to be fine. Let's see if we get some fan action here. And I have fan action. That's good. Let me see if I get some AC action. Doesn't feel like I got any AC action. Changing, just no AC. May be a good sign for that climate control unit anyway. Let me go out here and just verify that the compressor's not on. Still don't have working AC. So if I come back under here and take this wire loose, the one right there, and there's a black wire coming off the compressor there that plugs into this wire coming out of the engine loom. If I take this wire that's down there past it and put it on the alternator, the compressor kicks on and it runs. So I'm going to plug this wire back up and try to service it and see what happens. It appears that something is wrong with my ECU now. Of course, this ECU has been hacked into because it's running a vast tune. However, it's cutting my ground where my relay goes. I got on the phone with my mechanic from Albuquerque and he said, pull the relay, check for power at 2 spots, 30 and 87, and then he said check for a ground at 85. I had no ground, so he then had me jump the power from 30 to 87 and the compressor kicked on. Once the compressor kicked on, all of a sudden my ground started working. So now the system seems to be working properly, but I think I got an issue inside my ECU because the ECU supplies the ground to this relay socket. So let me shut this down for now till it quits raining and go from there. We've printed a couple shirts. As you can see, white is going on a black shirt. We got another copy over there, just sent the print job, and it is printing over here. As you can see, we got lots of white left in our containers. How many shirts have you printed so far? Just 2? Okay. We got 2 printed so far and 6 to go. Over here, we're getting ready to treat it so it could take the white ink. You lay the shirt out on the press. Center it. You spray it liberally. Make sure you get it wet. This thing needs to be wet. Don't forget, it's 1 part solution, 2 parts distilled water. You want to use something to smooth the liquid out on it so that it's wet, evenly wet.
And then you do it 170 for 20 seconds, but I'm doing it for 30 seconds because my press is old.
So you need a press to do this. It's counting down. Our 30 seconds was up. We're going to wet it again. Okay.
This is
You
very
quit
lightly.
using your paper?
Because if you do it hard, yeah, I was thinking about it today. If you do it hard, you'll just wrinkle up the shirt. So you gotta do it really hard.
Just smoothing it out, the liquid out. Don't try to squeegee it. Just even the spray out. Do it twice. And this shirt is printing while that one is pressing. 5 seconds left to press. And the shirt's smoking a little bit. And this one is still printing, finishing up on the print job. And it's a black t-shirt with white printing, and it has a red logo near the bottom of it. So when it goes to print that red logo, it's going to put down white and put the red on top of the white. Let's see if we can see that happening here. Looks like a little white's going down. I don't see any red going down on top of it yet. Is this one going to be red, or is it just all white?
Red and purple. Got a little bit of
Okay, I see it. The red going on it now after the white's gone down.
They didn't have any 2X shirts at the store, so one of the investors. So you think we should do white or red, or this red shirt? What's the 50?
Yeah, because your logo's red, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that red ain't going to show up on red, I don't think.
Because it'll lay the white down, but you still won't be able to see that red.
Unless you do it a different color.
Unless you put like a white stroke around it. Yeah, or we could make the whole thing gold.
And there it is. It's got like a double layer. Under layer is like a purple. Upper layer is like a red. And there it is, folks. Print complete. Now we're taking the magnets off that held the shirt in place. We pull the shirt up and out of it.
Keep it, don't let it touch.
Don't let it fold up.
No, because then you'll get that ink on the other places.
Okay, so the ink is still wet.
Yeah.
And if you let it touch something, it'll be like a run on it.
Mm-hmm.
So you put the shirt back down on the press. Be careful that you don't burn yourself. That press is hot. You got a little bubble over there, is that okay? Alright. And then this is a drying cycle.
60 seconds.
60 seconds. That'll do most of the drying and setting the color. Now you gotta put the shirt somewhere where it'll dry. Art's on the Ave. If you feel that this information was useful, please like it and share it with your social media friends. You can subscribe to my channel so that you will get notifications of future videos that I post. You can follow me on Twitter, and if you need to contact me directly, please visit my website. And if you have any questions, leave them below, and someone or myself will reply to them. Again, thank you very much for watching.